Hi Sagittarius, this is your shadow work reading for the very end of April, beginning of May during eclipse season. So sorry for the delay for these readings. I got caught up with work and all those other mundane responsibilities. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node for Sagittarius. Of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So you know, most people like tarot readings for love messages, so if that comes up, definitely I will tune into those messages. And you can see Charlie's feet are in the reading as well. So let's pull up 8 cards from the Chakra Tarot deck, and I have 1 card from the Teal Swan Blind Spot Oracle deck as well to help ground the reading for any shadow work that might be coming up for you during this time period. So it's a very powerful time. I'm just gonna scooch it under her foot. Oh, I don't think she liked that. Oh. Okay, so I think she's gonna start playing now, so don't mind the interruptions. I hope you're a cat person. Oh. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of like crown and throat chakra energy coming up in the tarot spread. Okay, just one moment. I'm just gonna put her away. Okay, so I apologize for that. Okay, so starting off with the Blind Spot Oracle card. So it's number 1, and this is the sigil. Okay, so I'll read the message from the book just to see what it says. Okay, your fear. So card number 1 is about fear. If you have drawn this sigil, the thing preventing you from clearly seeing the reality of the situation at hand is your own fear. By its very nature, to fear is to push something or someone away from you. This is why fear is the #1 most isolating experience on the planet. The more fearful we are, the more alone we are. It's important that we come to recognize what all our fears are about in order to both understand our reaction and choose how to respond to our fear. Okay, so the opposite of fear is, you know, safety. So feeling safe in your body, in your life, grounding down your energy. And this tarot deck is nice in terms of the chakra colors because, you know, when we're working with fear and its opposite, which is safety, safety comes from grounding the root chakra, which is associated to the color red. And here that's coming up as the 8 of Wands for you. So there's some type of communication that needs to come in and that needs to happen in order for you to ground yourself during this time. You're very much in your head, especially with this like purple, indigo, blue. So that's like the crown chakra, the third eye, the throat chakra. So it seems like you're letting your thoughts, you're letting your mind perhaps get the better of you during this time. Your heart with the 4 of coins seems to be a little bit closed off as well. If we are talking about like a love situation here, yeah, it's like something is not being expressed. You're going through like a very hyper analytical time right now, but what you're trying to communicate is not being communicated properly, and you'll need to ground yourself. Grounding your thoughts and ideas into your body, back into the earth, in order to open up the heart and express yourself in a clear way to the person that you're trying to connect with. Okay, if it's not in regards to a love situation, it could be in regards to, you know, any experience that you might be having with a family member, work, life in general. You know, with the Judgment card, it's suggesting that there's like you're going through some kind of like reckoning, or there's even like some type of return happening. So something that, you know, you thought was in the past, you closed your heart off to it, it's coming back. So with the, especially with the Six of Wands as well, like this is, you know, tied to family history, like old friendships, family members. So there's something that happened in the past that caused you to be a little bit closed off in the heart center, you know. And also, so green is the heart chakra, and you know, with this Judgment, it's like you're almost being forced to like face those things that you have closed yourself off to. Yeah, and that healing is going to be coming through grounding yourself and communicating from a place of like truth and passion and clarity. So I'm suggesting, you know, to move from that like head-centered space back into your body, into the ground. It's, you know, a nice season right now to like begin earthing, like walking barefoot in the grass or in the sand, or, you know, anywhere that you might have be available for you. Just having your like open soles of your feet like connected to the earth, so that will help you to move that energy back down. The Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords, you know, this is suggesting like fast communication and conflict. So perhaps, you know, the type of communication that you are experiencing at this time is very yeah, it's like kind of scattered and quick, and it's maybe like it's clear, but it's causing arguments because the way that it's being expressed, it's like very fast, and it's whatever is being expressed, it's like almost like coming from a victim state as well with this Five of Cups. Like Five of Cups is focusing on loss. Like even though the universe, there are some cups upright, you know, the two cups, but you're facing your back towards them because you're focusing on things that have been lost. And, you know, again, this is tied into that Six of Cups where you're focusing on something in the past, some pain that happened in the past that you're like, it's causing like arguments. It's causing you to be in your head a little bit. You know, and I don't mean to be like, hey, like I feel like I'm putting you on the spot right now. But you know, this is like a very strong energy that's coming up, and it's almost like tough love, because this fear, it can really get you stuck. So it, you know, you need to, whatever's holding you stuck in this sense of fear, you need to move it, transfer that fear from your head back down into your body in order to like process it, and then release it through some communication. There's a King of Wands showing up here, so this might be, you know, the person that you're connecting to is actually, I feel like this is more of like you suggesting that you need to adopt this King of Wands, you know. So like, even though it's the color purple connected to the crown chakra, this King of Wands is like, it's connected to the fire element as well. And this will also help, like while you're releasing through the earth, you might also be like connecting at the same time to the cosmos, like to your higher intuition, and that will come through that fiery expression. And Sagittarius, like you are a fire sign, so you're, you know, that's your true nature. I feel like you're almost like denying your like true nature, like you're very closed off, very hyper analytical. You need to go back into that like fire state, that passion state of expressing yourself, even though it might be a little bit uncomfortable. That's what's going to help you heal and move past the state of fear and back into that sense of safety. Yeah, so there's 10 of Swords here, so there is an ending. So in the Thoth tarot deck, that's called Ruin. So there, something tied to your past, like it could have been like a tower moment, something you know, like we all go through trauma. So it could have been like you're holding on to like some type of traumatic event, which at this time, like you're being forced. It's like almost like a wake-up call. The universe is like, hey, like, okay, time to deal with this, you know, time to let it go. No more victim again, you know, like you're really yeah, you're just, I see a lot of pain. Like that's what I'm tuning into right now. Eclipses can bring up a lot of like repressed things for us to deal with, and right now it's in Taurus. The solar eclipse will be in Taurus. The lunar eclipse 2 weeks after will be in Scorpio. So it's like things that give us stability, which is tied to that like fear and safety, you know, and then moving into that sign of Scorpio, which is release. So I almost feel like when we move into the lunar eclipse, I believe mid-May, like that will be the time for you to be able to release. Release the tears, release that as you're moving that energy down through the body, like that will be the time for you to be able to release the things that your mind is holding on to, if that makes sense. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is like confusion, like too many things going on. And the Queen of Swords, like she's very like almost like severe again in that communication. So like tying to that Five of Swords and Knight of Swords, like almost like cutthroat. If you can see, it's, you know, she has the like decapitated head here. So again, moving away from that, coming back into like a sense of safety. I'm also getting a sense like you're almost afraid of like being too like, because whatever you've been holding on to, it's like you've almost like adopted an attitude of like too severe. It's like you also fear the repercussions, or like what might happen if you start processing the emotions of whatever you're experiencing in your mind. I think, you know, this message is like the universe is telling you like it's going to be okay. Like you are fully supported right now to be doing this, especially by mid-May. Like that will be the time the collective will be going through like a major release. It's almost like fated. You know, like this is your time to process it, and the universe is holding you. So like have no fear. Okay, so let's close the reading with one card from the Moonology deck. Yeah, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. So yeah, in order for you to like continue on this like path of evolution and spiritual growth, like you will have to make like these adjustments and like minor growth, like growing pains, you know. So by you releasing and opening your heart, you are making those adjustments to be able to continue afterwards. Like this is a time that you're processing, making those adjustments, so when this time period has passed, you're able to like continue developing and ascending. Okay, Sagittarius. So I hope this reading wasn't too much tough love. You know, this is the message that I got. I hope it resonates. If it does, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.